feeling emotionally overwhelmed, scattered, confused, lacking in direction, overwhelmed by all the change and chaos in your life, and if you're really seeking clarity and assurance, this practice is for you. So this process has 3 steps. It merges both my love for the tarot and also my love for embodied meditation practice. So we're going to blend the 2. It comes in 3 parts. This isn't about even having all the answers immediately. It's just about providing the time to have the stillness so that you can really receive clarity. I'm bringing this practice on the new moon in Taurus. It's a grounding practice. Taurian energy is very practical. It wants you to root change into the earth and build up. So I am sharing this practice as something I've done and for myself. But whenever this video lands with you, just trust that it's the right time. And whether it's a new moon, full moon, anytime, it's right for you if you're looking for a sense of peace and calm and just clarity, and it's going to help you. I just had so many possibilities, no sense of direction, way too much noise, and really needed to feel clear and focused, I think, and confident about where I was going. In the first step, you'll need a pen and paper. You'll need time and quiet just to sit and reflect and identify the issues. Yeah, what are the challenges? What's in front of you? And I'm going to use my spread and my issues as a way for you to understand how this has worked for me. And it also might be really relatable. I feel like when I had this spread, I was like, I've got to share it because I think a lot of people will resonate with this. So yeah, have a pen and paper to identify the issues in the first step. The second step is to receive the wisdom and clarity that the tarot gives, the clear guidance. So we're going to go through that in the way that I've received it from the cards that I pulled. The third step is to come into embodied practice, to feel grounded, to feel a sense of ease and peace, so that you can really trust the process and trust in your direction. Often when we're very scattered or overwhelmed, it's very hard to clear the channel. Yeah, it's very hard to follow your intuition. And this is why I've always leaned upon the tarot, because, you know, in times where you are doubting yourself, when you know you shouldn't be, you can really use the tarot to give you insight, to confirm maybe even what you already know. So that's what I'm going to be working through with you today. And it helped me because I was feeling very, been through so much change. I mean, I'm a Taurus, so we've had Uranus in our chart for like 7-8 years. It left in April, and I think there's been highs and lows in that period, but there's been so much change. And yeah, I'm really kind of in a point in my career, and things are working, things aren't so working so much. I have new ideas, yeah, and I just feel, ooh, like that, a little bit like, what the hell am I doing? I've questioned everything over the last year. And this is really a way of just when you're feeling really discombobulated and overwhelmed by everything going on, all the possibilities, yeah? New moon's about new possibilities, about new beginnings, and what am I moving towards? The first part is a little, you know, you'll need a pen and paper, because we're going to have a time for you to just inquire, to identify the issues that you're having. And I'm going to use my spread and my circumstances. I just had a call that, like, you know, other people might benefit from this, and also often the advice can be really relatable and you can really resonate with some of the things that I'm going to say today. So have a pen and paper and you can follow along, and I'm going to show you how it's all unfolded for me and how it can unfold for you too. So coming into the first step with your pen and paper. So I've made this spread in a cross like this. So it has 5 key elements. So in the top left, I have top left, I have my proven methods and services and ways of working that I know work, yeah? In the top right, I have my planned, scheduled activities, events, things that I know are definitely happening, to receive guidance on those. On the bottom left, I have the opportunities which are presented to me at the moment. And on the bottom right, I have the unformed ideas. So all of my ideas and things that I've been thinking, oh, that'd be good, that'd be good, oh, that'd be good. And to get some clarity on the future and way to move forward. And then in the middle, I have things that I've potentially started, things that I'm unsure about. So anything that you're unsure about, is this right for me? Should I proceed? This in-between state, that represents the middle. So this basically will bring some structure to your scatteredness. And it brings the energy of structure and direction in so that we can focus. So once you've written down what it is you've identified as the issues, just take a moment just to look at them and feel how it feels just to have everything down on a paper, yeah? Because often in our mind, we really exaggerate. The overwhelm exaggerates the problem, yeah? Exaggerates, you feel like you've got a million things and you look down and, oh, actually, this is really manageable. So just take a moment to witness that and feel how manageable this now feels. Yeah, to feel it in your body, I can do this, you know, this is good, I've got this. Notice your nervous system just calming a little bit as you just feel the sense of relief. Because when we begin to take action and take control of our feelings, we can feel this sense of relief and welcome that. So I'm welcoming that for you. I've made this spread in a cross like this. So it has 5 key elements. So in the top left, in the top left, I have my proven methods and services and ways of working that I know work, yeah? In the top right, I have my planned, scheduled activities, events, things that I know are definitely happening, to receive guidance on those. On the bottom left, I have the opportunities which are presented to me at the moment. And on the bottom right, I have the unformed ideas. So all of my ideas and things that I've been thinking, oh, that'd be good, that'd be good, oh, that'd be good. And to get some clarity on the future and way to move forward. And then in the middle, I have things that I've potentially started, things that I'm unsure about. So anything that you're unsure about, is this right for me? Should I proceed? This in-between state, that represents the middle. Yeah, so your cards here, anything that you're uncertain about. And we'll start just with these cards. I love the Osho tarot deck. It's such a trusty, direct, no bullshit, easy to read pack. So it's super nice. Alongside the Lightseer Tarot, which I love, beautiful pictures and imagery, and yeah, really enjoy those. So they're the 2 packs that I've used, and I've pulled 2 cards for each of those sections. So when you're connecting into the tarot, the first thing you want to do is, I just come into my heart. So when you're ready, you can always pause this video, just come into stillness for a moment. Feel your roots on the earth and just hold your heart. Take some nice deep breaths and then exhale through the mouth. Just landing into this moment. Landing into your body. Feeling your energy connecting down into the earth. Opening to source through the top of your head. Opening to receive guidance from all light beings of the highest love, truth and compassion. Opening to receive guidance from Spirit, from Goddess. Please provide us with the clarity we need in order to be clear and focused. and reassured at this time in our sense of purpose and direction. And then from here, before I pull the cards, I just say a little prayer. So you can pause the video and say a prayer to Spirit, speak to Spirit. I'm kind of like, you know, Spirit, I don't know what's going on. You know, I don't know. You can say, I need this, I'd like to receive this, whatever it is for you. Yeah? Say your words to Spirit from your heart and have this conversation open to receive the guidance, yeah, from a higher place, from within yourself, from above, from below. Yeah, so when you're ready, just pause the video, do that, and we'll return. And then when we're ready, you tap into the cards. So I like to just get my deck, tap the cards to break the energy and have a little shuffle. Breathing into your heart and breathing into the question. So the first thing I asked for guidance on was the proven ways of working that I wanted to receive. When you feel ready, tap the cards, pull a card, and then with the other deck, I had the Osho pack. Where are they? Where are my Osho cards? They've disappeared, they've run away. But yeah, imagine I've got the Osho pack. Pull a card. So, once that's done, I put the cards face down and I turn them over at the end. So you can move through each section now with exactly the same method. So move to the next to the plan scheduled, things that you know are definitely happening. And then the bottom left, the opportunities, and then bottom right, the unformed ideas, and then the in-between uncertain things. And pick 2 cards for each. And then in addition to that, this is optional again, depending on what tarot cards you have. But I'm really into, I love this Alana Fairchild Sacred Rebels pack. Super, super lovely guidance and messages and very feminine, powerful goddess energy, these cards. So I picked 2 cards from this pack face down, just to give me some clear messages here. From an oracle, so you could pick 2 from an oracle, whatever you have available to you. And then for the last thing, I picked 3 cards which represented a cycle, where I am now, where I'm heading towards, and the kind of outcome, the goal of what what the final destination will be. And I used the cyclical oracle deck, the Art of the Sacred Wheel. So that's optional again, but if you have that available to you, it's super nice to add some richness to this reading. With the tarot reading, it's always very interesting because you'll see a very clear story normally coming through, and I can certainly feel that for me in this reading. In my proven ideas section, I picked 2 cards, the Queen of Cups, which I love, and Harmony, which has those dolphins swimming over. So already I'm receiving this watery energy. Yeah, the energy of water is the mystery, the intuition, the connection to your senses, to spirit, to a deeper knowing. That's what the Queen of Cups is all about. And the dolphins here represent, finding peace in a flow and just feeling in the flow and in trusting, yeah? Bringing your mind into harmony, yeah? And your mind and heart. There's a big theme through this about heart energy and just living through the heart. So I'm already opening to that. And if we think about the Queen of Cups here, she's very much open through the heart in her position. Her hands are to the side, she's looking up, she's connecting through her third eye, through her crown. She's asking and receiving her channel from spirit. So it's like, how can you be the channel? Yeah, how can you connect in and open to spirit and let that flow of wisdom and guidance come through, knowing that you can discern and you can receive that. So it's very about being very open and receptive to your emotions, to your feelings. She's half immersed in the water again, so she's got that inner depth and flow, and the healing power of the water, yeah, to heal, to know. So what I'm receiving from this ultimately is about sharing my heart, sharing my intuition in the work that I do, and allowing this to really guide me, and that all of my creation should come from the heart. So when I think about my proven ideas and ways of working, it's always for it to come through that channel of just knowing. Sometimes when you're, you're, particularly if you're self-employed, right, because you're constantly coming up with your own ideas and own direction. So yeah, often when you're self-employed, particularly, you're constantly moving and working with new people, new ideas, creating. And so it's really important that you do that from your channel, yeah, not from an outside need, not from the need to, make money, or, it needs to come from a heartfelt place. And this is great guidance for all of us, right? So what I suggest you do is to sit with the cards. Initially, you can have a look at the cards and just intuit just by looking at the cards. What are these telling me? Often they'll have a message underneath, and write down for each section, without looking at the book initially, to write down immediately what's coming through for you. So you can take a minute, just trust, allow, there's no urgency in knowing, and just look at the cards. Yeah, look at the cards, take it all in. And just write down what you see, write down what you feel. Yeah, this is a practice that opens up your intuition, your inner knowing, so don't ever question that. Here's my advice for this. And write down what you see, what you feel, what's coming through for you. And the act of writing as well is very nice, because it really helps you to step into that channel. Yeah, I'm writing what I'm receiving. And so, have a write down for each section. And then if you feel the need to clarify through the books, grab the books and have a look what comes through from the book, from the guidance. Okay, so we're going to apply the same method for each of the sections. So the next section I had was for my planned events and things going on. Again, pick up the cards, turn them over, and intuit through the visuals, through the feelings, what these are telling you. Yeah. For me, I had the King of Pentacles, which is a super powerful, two kings actually, and I had the King of Swords, which is represented as control in the Osho pack. So this is about the King of Pentacles is a pose. It's kind of like the shadow side. Each card has a shadow and a high vibration. So at the low vibration, the King of Swords can be very controlling, very fixed, not flexible, completely in his head. Yeah, imprisoned. Needing to know, needing things to be the way that you want them to be, having expectations which affect your fluidity. The natural process of just letting things unfold a little bit. And of course, there's always a certain amount of planning you have to do with events and things, but the message here is just to not worry, I think. A lot of the time is not to worry about how it unfolds. If you fail also, it doesn't matter. The King of Pentacles in a high vibration, he's so confident, he's abundant, he's just sat back, trusting that everything's gonna unfold. He's a leader. he knows his own value and is full of potential. So this is all about growth and expansion. So it's allowing the mind to mirror that, yeah? Heart energy versus head energy here for me. And I think a lot of you will probably be able to relate to that. So moving on to my opportunities section, I have the lovely Courage card with the flower blooming in the sun, and I have the Moon, which again is very watery, mysterious, unknown. Yeah, unknown, so unfamiliar, but also changeable. Yeah, the Moon's cyclical, it changes all the time. So kind of the way I read this was about really having the courage to embrace new opportunities, yeah, in a way to kind of get out of my comfort zone. The Moon isn't particularly about being comfortable, but it's also about leaving space, I think, not being too fixed to the opportunities and leaving space for things to unfold, for changes to happen, for something to be guided by a bigger plan, but also by my intuition here, yeah? By my intuition, through my feeling, and to really allow that to guide me in allowing things to unfold, but to be bold and bright, yeah, and to really go for it and to be confident, yeah, not doubt myself. And the Moon very much represents the unknown. So it's like, you know, in the unknown, just be bold, be confident, shine, yeah, really let your skills and self be seen, you know, believe in yourself. So it's like water and creation, so it's all fluid and flowy. Yeah, so I received a lot from that, because I'm like, yeah, you know what, like I can just step into these things without any expectation, allow the process of creation to happen, yeah, and for the unexpected as well, to allow for that, and just to know that I can be rooted in my own ability and courage. So yeah, whatever's come through for you here, take some time with the cards, write down, refer to the book. Then in the next section, the unformed possibilities and ideas. Again, you can pick the cards, take it all in, be still with them. And what's come through for me here is Temperance from the Major Arcana and Moment to Moment from the Osho pack. Now, already looking at these cards, I can discern from Temperance that we've got the angel wings surrounding the guy here. He's got the sun and the moon. There's all this divine energy surrounding him. And in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, he's got his water half immersed into the pool of water. And so the Temperance card is very much about working with spirit, being patient, which is not my forte, being patient, allowing things to again unfold naturally, yeah, in divine timing, yeah, so it's not pushing forward too much. It's really receiving that guidance from spirit. It's like, can I ask spirit for the help, because I need to with this card, and can I allow spirit to show me? So in order to be shown, I need to be still, I need to be open, I need to really trust that I'm being guided and that where I'm at is exactly where I need to be at today, yeah. And this is accompanied by the Moment to Moment card, the guy stepping kind of in this rainbow of energy, this Japanese guy balancing on these stepping stones, moving from moment to moment. So this card is really about being available for what comes my way, not worrying if anything, you know, if I fall, yeah, if I make a mistake, just being in the moment today. So it's clearly saying, you know, don't worry so much about the future. Spirit is taking care of that. Yeah, keep working with spirit and it's going to become clear. And in the moment, right now, live in the present. Yeah, in this day today, which is not what we're very good at as humans. We kind of want to know, we kind of want to plan. And this is also saying, you know, life, let it unfold, let it play with life, you know, it's fun living in the moment. And what feels right for me today? Yeah, what feels right for me now might not be what's right for me tomorrow, but yeah, it's kind of mirroring this, it's coming together clearly in meditation, in just feeling into my body how I feel today and what's true for me. But temperance is a long game. It's not a card, it's not a card that's like, yeah, immediate answers. It's like just where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. Focus what's in front of you. And as you can see, there's lots in front of me. So I don't need to be worrying about the future because I've already got all these different elements being juggled. Yeah, so it's just a nice reminder really to just slow down, slow down, chill, and not worry. Yeah. Then coming into the in-between, the unsure, I have this lovely collaboration between strength and participation, which are these four energies coming together to form a lovely collaborative higher energy collectively. Yeah. So what I'm receiving from this card is again anchoring into my strength, no doubt, courage, capacity to be flexible, to live through the heart. Yeah, the strength is all about the heart again. Yeah, how can I live through the heart and create through the heart? And how can I really, with the things that I'm uncertain about, ask for help? You know, who can I call in? How can this become stronger through other people's contributions? So these things that I'm uncertain about, potentially, they're not things that I'm supposed to be doing alone. Yeah, how can I engage with others and engage in the process of collaboration to create something more beautiful, more potent? Yeah, and to be confident, heart-led in that, and to inspire others through those things. So that was a really nice message. So I hope that you find some clarity there with your section of the in-between, because that can feel really quite overwhelming. But it allows you to look at things from a different angle. Like if you think about the hanging man in the tarot, it's like if you were to turn yourself upside down and you'd see things very differently. So often the tarot is asking us, you know, how can we see something differently? How can we relate to this in a different way that allows something new to come in? So that was really beautiful to have that collaboration, participation card, because it just allowed me to say, right, how can I bring this energy into these things that I'm unsure about and see what happens, yeah? So then I have my two wild kind of oracle random cards from the Rebel Souls Sacred Rebels deck, and I have going beyond normal, which doesn't surprise me, and receiving, which was actually really nice to receive that, a really good reminder. So going beyond normal, I can relate to this. How I related to this is because you know, it's like being in my, to get out of my comfort zone. I have this, I think when you're self-employed and you work alone, or there's often a pull between conventional and unconventional, and you have to do things, you're following quite a fearless path, because you don't have the structure and reliability of, say, a regular 9 to 5 job, for example. Yeah, it can be quite scary. So I often find it in those moments I get into my head, I'm like, oh, should I be getting a job instead? You know, like, I don't know, maybe I should do X and take the more sensible route. But this is clearly telling me not to do that. Yay! And to stick with what I'm doing, not a mainstream route, to be out of my comfort zone with no boundaries, no limitations, and to, yeah, decide to live through my passion and instinct, not according to the plan or the sensible logic. Yeah, what's sensible, what's expected, that kind of masculine energy. So it's telling me to stay open, the light bulb's there, the lights are there, all of creation's kind of ticking away. So yeah, it's telling me to live through my creativity, to form through my heart, thrive. There's a quote I wrote down, it says, don't succumb to pressure. I dare to live creatively from my heart and thrive. I love that. So yeah, I embrace that totally. And then receiving, it's reminding me, I see being open to receive something. A lot of this is about your belief, like whether you're worthy to receive, and aligning with that, like I'm worthy to receive in every possible way. Yeah. And also that it can be guilt-free. You know, it's fine for me to open and receive from others. I can receive from the universe. There's an infinite abundant flow available to me. I don't have to live in lack. And to bless and love yourself and nurture yourself in that way. Yeah, so you can give to yourself. Yeah, if we can give to ourselves and fill ourselves up, we'll be open for more of that from the universe, from others around us. And so to receive and to feel gratitude in receiving, but also with receiving, I always see it as a stillness, like to be in those moments of stillness. If you could just be outside, like yesterday I was out on the grass, I just laid on the grass, felt the earth on me and was conscious of receiving the energy from the earth, the light from the sun, and just filling up in that moment, just feeling how wonderful it felt. And that's an example. So yeah, and they were my wild cards. So I hope you receive something valuable from your spread. I'd love to hear in the comments about what you're getting from this. Also then I'll move on to the last 3 cards, which were really a bit greedy. It was a bit greedy, but you know, more is more. Yeah, the first one I received about where I'm at now was dreaming. Be open to receive a vision. And the new moon, this is so new moon energy because it's like literally the dark moon. Yeah, it's a vast, empty space where anything is possible. She's resting in peace and she's receiving a vision and creating the vision. And often in times of chaos and change, we lose sight of our dreams. Yeah, we lose grip of our dreams. We start to convince ourselves that we're not worthy of them or it's not going to happen. And it can all become so, icky. Reconnect with your dreams, reconnect with what it is you're building and working towards. So dreaming was the first one. The second one, which is super aligned, is sovereignty, the divine seed within. Polly, sit down. My dog thinks it's her time to get receiving some love and attention. This is Bolly. She's my love of my life. You're the love of my life. My husband and daughter would be happy if I hadn't said that. Sovereignty, yeah. So independence again, following my own path, and being clear in, you know, what I stand for, what I value, my yeses, my nos, all of that independence that comes in just paving your own way and not being guilty about it, yeah? Claiming what you want for you. Yeah, selfishness. You know, people think it's selfish to be selfish, but it's not because your needs are vastly important. So sovereignty there. And then this final card meeting the moment of conception. So this is all about birthing the new, of what I'm working towards, the final goal. And the meeting kind of implies like something new is going to come in for me. That's how I read it. And it's really embodied and beautiful and really heartfelt in the body, like this beautiful divine connection, conception, creation, opportunity to really do something beautiful. So sharing that. So that was my spread. So always let the card speak to you honestly. So try and put your mind aside, not through fear, just from a really rooted place, discern what that means for you, okay? So once you have all your wisdom, you've written it down, you've got the clarity you need, hopefully, you're feeling this sense of yes. That's how I felt. I was just like, yes, I felt like just really ready to receive this and ready to really embody all of this. So we're going to come into just a simple practice now, because now we're going to move out of the mind and into the body. And when it comes into the body, we can soothe the nervous system. We can really begin to build this from within and create the energy we need to move forward. Yeah. So, take a nice breath. Maybe you just want to have a little shake. This is step 3. Just coming out of the head and we're just going to clear all of this, just for a moment, all of the heady stuff. So we're going to just bring our hands into Gyan Mudra, chest nice and open. Remember, we were opening the heart. Then we're going to come into the heart. So take a deep breath. Exhale. Stick the tongue out and release the breath. Let's do that a few times. Inhale. Nice big belly breath. One more time. Inhale. Feeling the weight of your body on the earth, rooting down. I anchor into my highest purpose and my future self. I call myself into this present moment right now. For now, here, today, this is exactly where I need to be. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you, Spirit. I open to you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to inhale as we cross the arms over, coming into our auric field, and then exhaling down to the sky. So we're opening the heart and we're coming into our aura, into our subtle energy, into our magnetic field, and we're opening to this new time. To all of this that the card presents. We're opening and we're clearing the old. We're clearing any overwhelm, and we're moving into this energy of clarity, of focus, of direction. And you can mentally vibrate Sat Nam. Truth is my name, Sat Nam. And let the elbows just hit the ribs as your hands come down, and it will activate your energy. Clearing your path. Filling the arms up, opening the palms, holding the breath. Inhaling a bit more, bringing your attention to your third eye, opening to see beyond what you think you know, opening your third eye, indigo in colour. Taking a nice clearing breath. Releasing through the space. And we're going to bring our left hand facing down and our right hand to our heart. So we've got navel, we've got heart. Yeah, we're balancing the energy. We're also building. When you use this breath, I want you to imagine pulling it up from the earth, yeah? From your root chakra up and building up towards the heart. So we're rebuilding this sense of purpose, of clarity, of confidence, yeah? I've got this. This is the message. So we're going to inhale in 4 parts through the nose. Hold at the top for 4. And then 1 long exhale through the mouth. So we inhale for 4. You can mentally evaluate Satanama, the cycle of life. Hold for 4. Then exhale a long breath out through the mouth. Okay? And as you inhale, I want you to squeeze your perineum, like lifting your pelvic floor and squeezing. Last time. And after you exhale, inhale and hold the breath. Squeeze up in the middle band, so lift your pelvic floor, tuck your navel, hold the breath in. Rising your energy up through the body, elevating yourself, elevating your spirit. Just bring your hand onto your left hand onto your womb and your right hand onto your heart or on your navel. But if you're a woman watching this, connect to your womb energy, whether that's energetic or physical womb. Your sacral energy orange in colour, your heart energy green in colour. Just feel this loop, this connection between your heart and womb. Your heart and body, wisdom. Just breathing long and deep, feeling that loop of energy travelling between your heart and womb. The bridge acts as the heart acts as a bridge to your higher self. Receiving guidance from spirit. Your womb is the portal of creation, a cauldron of creation. So breathing in all of this new direction and information. And just being at ease now, just letting go and just resting into yourself. So nothing to do here, nothing to think about. Just filling yourself with a golden healing light, allowing yourself just to be. Just repeat quietly. I'm resting into peace. I'm allowing myself to just be. I'm allowing myself to be exactly as I am today. I trust in my own wisdom and guidance. And I'm moving intentionally and slowly from moment to moment. I believe in myself. I know I'm worthy to receive in every possible way. Clarity comes as I ground into the present, feeling your roots expanding into the earth effortlessly, receiving all of Mother Earth's creation, her nourishment, her life force, her vitality, seeing and feeling and visualizing that coming into your body through your blood, through your energy centers, through your bones, your organs. Just noticing how you feel and giving yourself thanks for this practice, for this time just to receive, to be. So this practice helps me move through chaos and scatteredness into a grounded clarity, feeling assured and confident. So I hope it's done the same for you. Let me know in the comments what arose for you, what you think about this practice, and please subscribe for more. If you do want help with a reading like this, I am available to give readings, so hit me up. Otherwise, I'd be really curious to know what you found and how you felt this to work for you. Wishing you an amazing, clear, open path forward. Sat Nam, goddesses.